very any specific talent is my hidden thing. So I'm just a lucky guy at the right time, at the right place, with great mentors. So I don't think I'm particularly talented. The right background, the right things, everything went so well. So.
While I know you did talk about mentorship and inspiration, if you could spend a day in someone else's shoes, whose shoes would that be, sir?
Actually, Rajni, I think she is my wife.
I think that
we work together in CAI. I think she's very different from me, and she has this habit of bringing me down to earth, and I think that is really a refreshing thing, because, just like, that famous statement of Indra Nooyi, his mother saying, keep your crown at the garage, and when you come in, I hope that was not made up, but let's assume that it's not made up. But I think it's that. I think there is a certain difference that she brings in. So I'm really, happy to have that kind of a difference, even though it hurts your ego and stuff like that. But it definitely grounds and brings a lot of humility. So therefore, over the last period of time, I've been confident, and I've also learned a little bit of humility. So I think part of that came from the constant feedback and stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome. So my last question to you for the evening: what is the best advice you've ever been given? What is the best advice you've ever been given as a youngster or middle-aged?
A lot of that problem that I have is lack of listening. So even when I was a child, I used to butt into elders' conversation. My Peripa once told me, don't monopolize the conversation. So I think that's, unfortunately, I still do that, but that rings in my mind that don't monopolize the conversation, and, listen. So it's a problem, it's a struggle that I have, because I second guess what people are speaking, and that is a real bad habit. So therefore, the advice would be empathetic listening. Yeah.
Candid. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. I'm going to do the honors of thanking you and everybody else for the evening. Before that, I just would like to share an incident. See, we now know why he's great, why and how he's achieved what he's achieved in life. It is not just what he has done to Saint Gobain or to the CII community that he has served. There was this incident that I understand happened way back circa 2006. He was in the CII Human Resources Council, or Skill Development Council, if I understand right. And he was the chairman there, and the then Vice Chair of Planning Commission, Dr. Montag Singh Ahluwalia, apparently made a statement saying, you folks, as in the industry, is not doing enough to upskill the bottom of the pyramid. Now, this question coming from the gentleman of the stature of Montag Singh Ahluwalia, you could quietly take it and then move on. Apparently, Mr. Santhanam returned it with an example, saying, look, there is this company called Nokia in Sri Perumbudur in Chennai. And if somebody has to join that company, he has to be certified. And the nearest certification agency, or the certification that he can get, is from a government institute. And that's a 2-year course. It's an ITI course. And what is he going to do after the ITI course? He's going to come back and solder the whatever instrument that he's working on. For soldering, do you need a 2-year course? Why can't government enable modular skill building exercise? Now, simple, but how impactful it has been. Today, what is called as Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana is nothing but what stemmed from his statement then. I understand that's what happened. Awesome, sir. No. Okay. So before I formally propose the vote of thanks, there is the other formality of handing over memento to the chief guest. Shanta, it's all yours.
Request President to present a memento to our chief guest.
Thank you. So at least my coolie has been earned. So beautiful. Very well done. Very elegant.
Customer engagement.
Okay. Very well, elegantly done. Thank you. Thanks. Really precious.
I request our sponsor, Veeramanigandan, to present a memento to our chief.
Okay.
Thank you, Veeramanigandan.
Shanta?
Request President to present a memento to our sponsor, Veeramanigandan. Thank you, Srini. Magesh, your secretary's announcements, please.
Pan-India art competition for children conducted by RCME in partnership with Nippon Paints, Indian Institute of Architects, TN Chapter and Winners Academy is planned to start on 15th October. Registrations are open. Registration fees collected will be used to support eShala project of our community services development. Reach out to Rotarian Sujita Arvind for more details. Our project, flagship project, the Terry Fox Run, an event for cancer research is starting on October 17th. Again, registrations are open online. Request members to connect with your extended network. Ask your friends to register through online. It's available both in our RCME website as well as in our social media platforms. And next week, bringing interesting speakers from varied backgrounds is the culture of RCME. Next week, we have a speaker from a Carnatic and playback singer. Mahati is our chief guest speaker next week. Do join us with aunts and aunts to have a wonderful musical evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Magesh. Madhavan, for your vote of thanks, please.
Right. It was an absolute delight, privilege and honor to moderate this session. For me, it was a fanboy moment, and I've heard of Mr. Santanam for ages now. And when the panel came and asked me, who would you suggest as the speaker, Power Speaker Series, first name I said was Mr. Santanam. I didn't know whether he'll accept or not. Srini, it was not that easy. I had to go through Madam and then get him to approve, accept this. So, the power clearance for the Power Speaker Series. Yeah, absolutely. Sir, thank you so much. We were all riveted. I'm sure all of us have taken loads of learning. I also pity all our employees who are going to face the targets starting tomorrow. Awesome it was. And bounded optimism, non-linear growth, and everything was phenomenal learning for us right through the evening. Normally, at the end of about 55 minutes, I've seen chairman indicating, saying, we're getting late, we have to wind up. Today, I was asking, is it okay? He said, so you can understand how interested we were in the entire session. Thank you so much. It's our honor to have you around, and hopefully we will listen to you again in near future. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Veeramanigandan, Managing Director of Saravana Building Solutions. Thank you, sir, for your sponsorship and for your presence this evening. So, I would like to thank the hotel management and staff of Crown Plaza. Thanks a lot for all the arrangements. Thank you. Have a good evening. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mani. This meeting of Rotary Club Madras is now adjourned. Can we all assemble for a group photograph with Mr. Santana?